Hello friends, I'm Audhendra. Friends, my point of discussion would be today about India, Russia, and United States of America. Because the ongoing current international politics and India's growing stature today at the global stage reveals the importance of discussion today. You know that the Indian Prime Minister is going to visit Russia on 8th and 9th July. And as a result, the United States of America ambassador to India, Garcetti, Eric Garcetti, made the statement. Something I, when I uh, read the report, I found that he was intimidating through his statement to government of India or the Indian companies, not directly to government of India, but Indian companies, and they are remanding indirectly to the government of India too. We have in the favor of the US. He made the statement that the Indian companies must have to be careful when they are interacting with the Russian, economy, and they have to be cautious about the global sanctions. He made the statement. Because Indian companies are the key to India, the Indian government is bound to protect our economy, our interest, our companies, our people. So indirectly, if the government of India is going to the Russia and they are bound to protect their companies or etc. So accordingly, the government of India must have to handle the issue and raise the issue with the US, with the Russia. So indirectly, they are intimidating our government through our companies to they will strangulate our company's future. The global market, he used the word global market. They have to worry about the global market. Okay, so there may be possible sanction to the Indian company too if they violates the United States sanctions. So they first made the statement. On the very second day, he also said that the India and US have close relationship and India is an important strategic partner, most consequential relationship of the 21st century. India stands with Indian students in the US. He actually uh, was saying that how India and US is closely cooperating together. And he said that $190 billion trade we have, and not to uh, if India and US work together, it is multiplicative relationship. So he also said that the jet engine development with the co-production, co-development in India, technology transfer kind of something. He went ahead and said that many dimensions of US-India relationship. Definitely, it is right. But we are not stupid. Indians are not stupid. Absolutely not. I know what is our interest is. Our government, and particularly the uh, foreign minister, is Jaishankar, who is loved everybody in the world. When Mr. Jaishankar speaks about, uh, everybody's listen. So it is a very. I'm very happy. This is a time when the international order is changing. Such a wise and good man um, must have to be, on the driving seat so that India can move forward. And fortunately, we have that in the name of Jaishankar. So thankful, I'm very thankful, and India must too, that such a people who does a lot of work, you know, definitely uh, he is a part of and partial of our community. It is not outsider. So not too thankful to him, but yes, must Jaishankar must have to be appreciated about what he's doing because he's paid for this. Okay, so it is very good point and juncture of the global dynamics today. And Mr. Jaishankar uh, is in Kazakhstan for SCO meeting in place of Prime Minister. Prime Minister couldn't get there because of reason is that one thing I want to make you clear that multipolar world, the global order that that is about to erupt is a multipolar world, and I know that uh, I have my uh, experience. I mean, I have never heard from Chinese President Xi Jinping about the word multipolar. He wanting bipolar world, means the US and the China. There's two pole in the world. And this phenomenon should go 50-year plus. It is my view, my observation is. But the Russian president saying that always he says that multipolar world. And two, Mr. Jaishankar means India's position is that multipolar world. African leaders also saying that multipolar world would be good for them. But China is not. That means what? They are not happy to share the power. You know, that's why he is not advocating multipolar world. But that is erupting, about to erupt at the global, political fabric. We are understanding it. Uh, yes, it is moving in a right direction, and multipolarity is about to formed. So India, being as a voice of global south 120 plus countries participated into voice of global south summit, which India conducted in 22, 23, I think, in January month. So that is very important, and it bears definitely importance to uh, growing growing the structure of India at the global stage. India being a soft country, India being a democratic Generally, it avoids uh, use of might force, which China do. This characteristic of China is quite different as compared to India. So that's why India is a soft country. It didn't use force as the first stage to solve the global problem. Even though India proclaims that peace and dialogue and kind of something which must and UN Charter too have to be observed at the global stage to make the world a peaceful place to live. But the Chinese uses always first force. First they use force, then afterwards they come to the dialogue and diplomacy kind of something. But uh, behind the force they do it. But example, just I want to cite it. First, they brought their force to the border, LOC, line of control, and they started dialogue. Means, if you not agree with the my tone, then my forces would, you know, uh, you have to fight with my force. So this is the force diplomacy, aggressive diplomacy, because of the China's characteristic is like that. When Mr. Mao Zedong came to the power, because of the force. The civil war that took place, and they fought each other. And after that, they crushed the German Square in 1980s, I think. Democratic movement by force, by tanks. They opened a fire and killed many hundred thousand even people who gathered at the Tiananmen. These are actually represents the Chinese state PRC characteristic. They first use the force. I want to read out the statement which uh, their uh, Minister of External Affairs, made today. Uh, when Mr. Jaishankar and Wang Yi, the Foreign Minister of China, met at the SCO sideline meeting, uh, he said, I must have to understand it. We must adhere to positive thinking. That means he is teaching India. Okay, he is teaching India that you have to come out with the positive thinking, and the border issue must have to be handled separately after rest issues. But the India said no. Border issue must have to be addressed first. Then everything comes out as a secondary matter. There is a working mechanism to solve the border dispute through the consultation and coordination between India and China. And he said that the Chinese Ministry of External Affairs said that it was important to find the correct way. Correct way. What is mean of correct way? What is mean of this correct way? When India brought out the arsenal, which in India's uh, with India, a weapon called as a Taiwan, so sorry, Tibet. Mr. Dalai Lama, and on his birthday, just this past month in June, at the Dharmashala, India supported Dalai Lama's claim, and there is a exile in Parliament of Tibetan Parliament in exile in Dharmashala, in which US representative, three or four members, came to Dharmashala, and they made the political statement too about the independence of. They at least recognized the Tibet as a separate entity, and China must have to uh, give some autonomy to Tibet. Okay, So, as a separate entity, China have occupied Tibet by force. So, as a tool in India's arsenal, India is exploiting this opportunity at this very juncture, and China don't like it. So, definitely, how one country could like that? But yes, India is doing such thing. India have to do it because China is not our friend, and never China was a friend. Mr. Nehru first tried to do it on very early stage when we got our independence. But China deliberately, Mr. Zedong uh, actually denied. Even I would say that actually they didn't uh, give the equal weightage to India's thought and thinking on that time. China and India brotherly. Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru proclaimed that China and India Indians are brothers and we should cooperate each other. Even though even India celebrated uh, that the China got the seat in UNSC, Mr. Jawaharlal even shared that yes, the Indian Asian power should, and it is our immediate neighbor. That is good to India. He got the seat in UNSC. But China defies India's interest, even though they didn't respected India. They invaded in 1962. Then India awakened from its sleep that the characteristic of China is quite different, and India must have to rationally think about that. Even though Mr. Jaishankar is also in on present time, saying that the India have to manage China according to uh, how China is behaving, and Chinese must have to be watched carefully how they are interacting. China must have to watch very carefully, and accordingly you have to start your feeling. You have to know the player who is playing on the field, and accordingly you have to feel it. Okay, then to ball, then the result will be come out. And definitely, rationally thinking, rational thinking in the current administration in India is actually containing the China at every level, not on the border with the military might, but the propaganda machinery, the uh, very other dimension to public diplomacy kind of, and international structure, international domain, even getting at the front, club of France. India is every point, uh, you know, uh, containing China at every front. That is good. It's mind of Mr. Jaishankar to contain the China, and I am very happy that we are successfully doing that, and we have many friends which we value. Rising power at the very front of your border, which uses the might force, is very dangerous to any country. So this characteristic, actually, China-India relation is India must have to be careful, which we are, uh, to manage the China. We are doing it rationally, and we will do it in future as well. So we are satisfied with what we are doing, and we need more and more to do. And we have to think about uh, which we are, rightly going ahead. So thank you very much, my friend. I wanted to share with you because I am very happy how Mr. Jaishankar is working. That's why I made this video. So thank you very much for listening. International relation is very important to our citizen to know how India is behaving, where we are heading, what are our challenges, who are our friend, who are our enemy. So thank you very much for listening me. Thank you.